There is no magic formula to any of this. It's a thread that goes through us all. Every one of us who is watching this video has had someone in our lives who has moved away or passed away that we wish we could bring back for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, to tell them what's in our heart.
Once you establish your own uniqueness, there's a great concept that I happen to love. Unfortunately, I'll never be able to be part of it, but I happen to love it. It's the Red Hat Society. And the Red Hat Society came out of a poem, "When I'm old, I will wear purple." And the idea behind that is that, after a while, when you truly understand that nobody is looking at you because they're too busy trying to take care of their own lives. And we're consumed with the idea in our lives that everybody is looking at us. Everybody sees us and they say, "Oh my gosh, look at that person, and look at this, and look at that." But in reality, when they go home at night, they close the doors. They are consumed with trying to survive, trying to be happy on this earth, trying to find their purpose, trying to find whatever function they can live with. And so consequently, even though you may think that you have this incredible self-importance in the bigger picture of people's lives, it's not there. It's not there. And you want to know how I know this and understand this? It's that when people pass, they're remembered for a day or 2 or 3. And then all of a sudden, they're totally forgotten. And most human beings, they can't see that through the course of their lives, so they give away the store. They give away who they are. They compromise who they are. They become sometimes a clone of another human being. They take the identity of other human beings. What a silly way to do that. I do a goals program for kids. And one day I'm looking in the back, and there's 2 kids copying off of each other, copying each other's goals. And I thought, you can't get more absurd than this. You're copying somebody else's life. Where are you in that picture? So you give away the store. And once you do that, it's an ongoing snowball effect. You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And then you wake up one day and wonder why it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work. In my programs, I go to 3 adults in the room, teachers, administrators, principals. And I say to them, how many people do you know in your life that are truly fulfilled and happy? To this day, after 33 years of speaking, I haven't found one person that knew more than 6 or 8 people in their life truly fulfilled and happy. And then I ask, how many people do you know in your life? I know hundreds. I know thousands. And I often wondered why it is in our culture where people from all over the world want to be here. They want to come to this country. And yet so few people are truly fulfilled and happy in their lives. And I had to figure this out for myself. In our life, we are so busy heading to the direction of wants. We're manipulated all the time by advertising and by the media, and we go into that direction of wants. When I lived in New York, there were 2 women in Macy's that were fighting over a Cabbage Patch doll, and they bloodied each other at Christmas time. It was the last Cabbage Patch doll on the shelf. And I looked at this and I thought, this can't get more ridiculous. They were physically putting each other at harm and all bloody and everything over a Cabbage Patch doll. Well, we create the same scenario. We create this want. But what fuels every human being is need. And our needs are different. Our needs are different. And we're like salmon swimming upstream to try to get that need met. So the idea is to identify what it is that you need and then build on that, on that identification. And unfortunately, human beings, they don't do that. And the irony of it is, I go around in my session and I ask, if I could write you a check for any amount of money in the world to make you feel financially secure, how much would you want me to write that check out for? And everybody will tell me, outside of the magic $1 million, everybody will tell me something different. And I'll say, what just happened now? And nobody knows where I'm going. And I said, every one of your needs was different. And every person's need is different on this earth. And if we start to give away that perception, and we start to focus on what other people need as opposed to what you need, again we give away the store, and again we create this sense of unhappiness. And that's a sad thing. In my life, when I first graduated from Michigan State, I held 6 Fortune 500 jobs in 18 months. I mean, enormous companies. And I would start and stop and sabotage, and I didn't want to be there. And in the bigger picture, I didn't know what I wanted, obviously. But when I came in touch with this concept of needs, and I put my priority of needs, and what my priority is, I wanted to make a difference in my life. I wanted to move that grain of sand, number one. Number two, I needed to be creative. I needed to use my mind, which was my creative strength. And number three was that I needed to be independent. Couldn't work for somebody. So when I finally discovered what all those needs were collectively together, then I could pursue a career field that would meet those needs. And that's the aim of what's happened. And not only has it been phenomenal, it was the greatest decision of my whole life. To go and to pursue something that fueled in me every single day that love and zest for life.